It's losing out, then Henry hits it. That is a fantastic goal. This man has really found form.
Kanu, Henry, could be another goal for him here. It is.
This is Kanu feeding Henry. It's still Thierry Henry, and it's 2-0, and that might do it for Arsenal now.
Henry starts a chase, bold with him. Maybe the Frenchman with just a little sharper turn of pace. Henry! Oh! What a strike by Henry! Dixon. Henry skips around ball. Henry! It's sheer quality. It's world class.
Tyler. Whoa, what an equaliser from Henry. Henry. Still Henry, the opposition just melted away from him.
Oh, Leboeuf missed it. Here's Henry. Surely he's going to score this time. But here's Henry. Deciding.
Spring of 1997, Liverpool fans across the world stood still as a 17-year-old Michael Owen graced Anfield's grass for the first time.
Tipped to be the new Robbie Fowler, the new Ian Rush.
Many fans were aware of the young dynamo breaking records throughout the youth system, yet very few expected such a rapid rise to superstardom, from prodigy to phenom, seemingly overnight.
And Owen scores for Liverpool. Owen, it's a hat-trick in the first half.
Look at this talent. The flash.
Owen! It is his 50th Premiership goal.
Generational attributes and natural talent.
Back on level terms as Ziga swings it in. It's a masterclass of finishing.
If you're a Premier League fan, or just a football fan in general, help out a small channel like mine by pressing that like button. Without any further ado, just how great was Michael Owen?
Here's Adams, bit of space for Thierry Henry!
With his first meaningful touch of the game.
You couldn't write the storyline better, could you?
Robbie Fowler, at the time Liverpool's key and most prolific player, entered the 97-98 season with knee ligament damage, which led to Owen gaining the slot in the first 11, and from here on out he never looked back, earning the nickname Wonder Boy along the way.
Michael Owen! Oh, it's Owen!
Chance to let it run, and Michael Owen is in.
Later in life, Owen would credit much of his early success to his state of mind. He treated world-class defenders in the same manner as he would a kid on the playground. Professional arrogance and disrespect were the words he chose, which is a fascinating statement that gives you an idea of just how confident this young man was.
Go Arsenal's way again here. Bergkamp snaps it through to Thierry Henry. The top gunner makes the difference. Cole's corner. Breakthrough from Thierry Henry in the nick of time. Oh, Hetherington overdid that. Now here's a situation that Thierry Henry could exploit against Chris Berry. It's the classic 1 against 1, and Henry's beaten him, and Henry has scored. Oh yes, 2-0 to Arsenal.
Perez, Kanu, Henry.
A half-century of goals for Arsenal.
Outside of another impressive goal-scoring campaign for Owen, Liverpool's 98-99 season was pretty much a write-off. Gerard Houllier replaced Roy Evans as the first-team coach and underwent an immense transition with the squad and tactics. It was the international circuit where Owen really excelled that year, featuring in England's World Cup squad in France '98. Owen, only 18 at the time, looked unlikely to start games ahead of Alan Shearer and Teddy Sheringham, but with a goal off the substitute bench against Romania in their second group match, he quickly became a key squad member for the remainder of the campaign.
Only 2,000 tickets were allotted to the Argentinians, 2,000 for England. There are plenty more representing both nations. Ticket scalpers making a fortune so far in World Cup '98.
On June 30th, 1998, England's ongoing rivalry with Argentina continued as both teams lined up for the round of 16.
Bate stooped over the ball, Argentina in blue. We're underway.
The South Americans took the lead through a penalty after just 6 minutes, and while the England fans were still drowning their sorrows, Owen made a bursting run into the opposition's box and was brought down by Roberto Ayala to win, this time, his own side a penalty.
Upset Shearer, and anything Batistuta can do, Shearer can do as well.
Owen struck the fear into what has to be said a world-class Argentinian defense. His pace was unstoppable. His vision and instant decision-making were remarkable. And to think at this point he was the youngest ever England striker.
Beckham, one of his few touches in this first 15 minutes. Michael Owen, still going.
Could be a way here. Michael Owen, he's got goals with him, but it's still Owen. Oh, what a goal!
Leading to England eventually 99-2000 season, Owen replaced Fowler as not just the main man up top, but the most key member of the entire team. Houlier's new tactics revolved around continually feeding Owen through balls only 11 times throughout the Premier League campaign. There were worrying signs ahead, yet the young maestro still hadn't quite reached his peak. When you think back to Michael Owen as a player on a whole, the 2001 season sums up his brilliance perfectly.
Bayern Munich teammate Harmon. Now Schmitzer has put it through to Michael Owen, and Owen scores for Liverpool.
Emil Hess. Owen finished his full debut season with the Golden Boot, netting 18 goals for his side that saw them finish third overall. Overall, Owen's youth career was outstanding. His ability to beat the last man and slot the ball home were years ahead of itself. The only thing left to conquer, the big leagues.
At a young age, I've always dreamed about being a professional footballer. And as I've got older, I've started dreaming more, really.
Liverpool's 96-97 season was a frustrating one. By New Year's Day, they were top of the league with a healthy margin. The current strike force, Robbie Fowler and Stan Collymore, bagged 47 goals between them, yet a lackadaisical defense would let them down during the tail end of the season, and Manchester United would reign supreme. One of these say he was an unworthy winner, with perhaps Raul, Oliver Kahn, or even David Beckham being overlooked. As the best strikers in world football, and at just 21, he was many years younger than the other strikers in contention at that point. Oh, and scoring a hat-trick against Germany certainly played a part in the votes. On and off injuries would plague Owen over the next few seasons for Liverpool. He still remained their top scorer each year, yet hamstring problems held him back from taking his game to the next level. Before we briefly sum up the remainder of Owen's career,
it is Thierry Henry. It's a hat-trick! A brilliant Champions League hat-trick for Thierry Henry!
It'll be Henry. Oh! Twice in 4 days! There was absolutely nothing they could do to stop him. Who's already kept out a Michael Owen penalty this season, faces Henry. No answer to that. Off goes Henry again. Dunn trailing in his wake, and it's 3! The flag stays down again. And Henry is going to score. Perez leaves it. It's the finish of a true master.
Thierry Henry has had all sorts of bad luck here, and teed up, and he has delivered.
Keeps up his average of a goal a game in the new season.
Oh, impudently done.
What a magnificent strike by Thierry Henry! Arsenal are level, and there was only one man who
Emile Heskey, while being on the end of some harsh ridicule today, was a fantastic partner for Owen during this period and contributed countless assists throughout the campaign. His hold-up play made life more comfortable for Owen, and when a man of his quality is given even more space to work with, a freak injury was their opponent's only chance of containment. You have to give credit to Houlier's team overall. In my opinion, this was one of the most exciting Liverpool teams of the Premier League era. Steven Gerrard won the PFA Young Player of the Year award and had great chemistry with Owen up top. Nick Barmby was another player that had exceptional energy going forward, and Sami Hyypiä provided much needed security at the back. A well-balanced team overall, and only a matter of time before the trophies started rolling in.
This is Owen, dummy, and he's away from Stanchu. Barmby again joining in the middle. Owen this time goes alone. Still Michael Owen. Owen, great run to Barmby. Onside! Nicky Barmby scores! The flag stays down!
Owen contributed a goal against Fulham in a 3-0 victory to progress his team to the League Cup final, where they beat Birmingham on penalties to win the first trophy of the season. Liverpool faced an entirely different animal 3 months later when they matched up with Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Freddie Ljungberg put the Gunners ahead in the 72nd minute, but the score at this point could have been 3 or 4 if Wenger's side were a bit more composed in front of the goal. With only 10 minutes left on the clock, Liverpool's FA Cup dream looked in tatters, but young Owen was determined to give his team a lifeline.
Still not clear. Bartle trying to reach it. Owen! One chance, one goal.
Owen wasn't finished just yet. With only 2 minutes left on the clock, he shocked the world once again, scoring one of, if not, the most crucial goal of his entire career. Michael played a significant role in Liverpool's UEFA Cup run that season as well, winning the game on his own against Roma away during the group stages being a big part of that. Owen scored another goal against Porto in the quarter-final before Liverpool went on to beat Alaves in a 5-4 thriller to clinch their third and final trophy of the season.
Michael Owen this time, onside, and is this the goal he's been craving? Yes it is! It's a cakewalk for England here in the sunshine. And there's no dispute about who this goal belongs to. Lovely weight on the ball over the top. And that is what Michael Owen has always been about. It's so simple, isn't it?
Gary Neville's right back by Gerrard. Great ball in for Owen. Another chance for Michael Owen. Unbelievable. 3 goals for Michael Owen. It all started here when Gerrard regained possession for England. An inch-perfect pass in for Owen. And that's the kind of form that he is in.
Kanu's got that halfway position. And here's Ljungberg. And it's 1-1. Henry. Ball through to Pires by Edu, who used Henry. He's got plenty to aim at like that. An astounding goal from Thierry Henry.
Parla guides it through, space here for Pires if he can pull it back. Gilberto misses his kick. Henry, surely, yes! It is the crowning glory.
Henry!
You know who? Once more, Thierry Henry reaches out for perfection.
It's another extraordinary goal from Thierry Henry, who's been a scourge of Manchester United.
The arm can out towards the ball.
Here goes Henry.
If you need a moment to emphasise the supreme confidence of the Premiership's leading scorer, you've just seen it.
To run the ball into like this, electrifying. It's 4 for the foremost striker.
And now send-off for the Gunners. Looking long, and look at the space here for Henry. Super skill. That's a fabulous goal. Stunning effort from one of the best players on the planet.
Good running by Reyes. Henry in the near post position here. How did he get that in?
Fabregas up to the head of Henry. Reyes, Thierry Henry, first chance, first goal! Inside 75 seconds.
But young Michael took things to a whole new level. Michael attended the same primary school as a legendary striker Ian Rush, where the Welshman's infamous 72 goals in a single season record stood for 20 years before, at this time, a 10-year-old Michael Owen would go on to break the record by 25, increasing its total to 97. In doing so, Michael attracted scouts from all over Britain. Despite substantial interest from Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal, Liverpool's youth development officer, Steve Hemingway, contacted Owen personally and negotiated a schoolboy contract with the promise of close one-to-one training and development. Owen accepted, and his youth career excelled at exponential rates.
But his ability belittled them. The hat-trick completed with some pace and some twisting and turning. The final score, 5-2 to Liverpool.
Rarely would young Michael leave the pitch without a brace under his belt. From 91 to 96, Owen broke every youth goal-scoring record there was, and with that came the trophies, of which a special Youth FA Cup was won for the first time in Liverpool's entire history. Owen also excelled on the international circuit, with memorable goals against Germany and Brazil, which, to this day, are amongst Michael's most cherished memories of his career.
Of course, the goal was an outstanding goal. He could have had the penalty, but just in case he didn't get it, he covered himself by sticking it in the net.
The exact scoring numbers from this period are unknown, but from the sources we found, most list his goals far exceeding his appearance figures. A correct number would be close to double his games played.
That he is it.
Steven Gerrard, who's a decent ball in. It's not a bad one in. Free header, Michael Owen has equalised. Been played nearly 87 minutes. He's not had one of his better games today, but that's what Michael Owen's in the side for. Give him one chance and he'll score. It's 2-2 and England may well have rescued something here. The old Liverpool combination and Michael Owen unmarked, unchallenged, and England are level, 2-2.
To really squeeze and throttle this Slovakian defence, it's Gerrard now. He's chipped the ball in. Owen! Michael Owen for England! And just as they did in Bratislava, England come from behind and lead Slovakia 2-1. Michael Owen has played a captain's role tonight. And this terrific ball in by Gerrard, converted by Owen, who scores his second goal of the game. England 2, Slovakia 1.
Bereszyński. This is making life difficult for him. Helps ball again towards Emil Heskey. Owen! What a goal! The Heskey-Owen partnership working in tandem quite superbly. And Michael Owen's second of the night gives England that little bit of breathing space. And England are 2 goals to the good.
Scholes. Michael Owen is in! The ball is in, and that's what matters for England. They've had to be patient, but here's the penetration, and it's Owen again.
Well, of the chances he's had, this is probably the most difficult. But doesn't this young man control the volley absolutely beautifully? You watch him come centre, the ball's delivered, no offside at all, not even a question of it. And as it drops, he has to keep composure, using the pass to guide it wide.
Turns out to be a great ball in the end to Bergkamp. Henry. Sheer class.
فائدة توري أنري الآن من الجهة اليمنى.
Henry hits it, and Henry scores a cracker. Pinpoint accuracy from Thierry.
This is lovely play. And now Lundberg again. Reyes at the near post. Henry at the far! Sensational goal from Thierry Henry!
Oh, it's a lovely ball to Henry. Inch perfect. Thierry Henry goes for it. Oh!
what a goal! That is sublime!
Long ball forward, and Aubameyang with the touch back to Henry!
Davis has it for Portsmouth. Dispossessed by Thierry Henry. That's Adebayor. Oh, good touch from Emmanuel Adebayor. Thierry Henry scores! What a magnificent goal!
If Arsenal don't recover in this last 10 minutes, it's hard to see them qualifying through the league. But it's Adebayor. And it's Thierry Henry. And Henry is magnificent! It's absolutely magnificent! And when you need a goal, you need Thierry Henry!
Captain's privilege to take the free kick and to look for the corner. Oh, that's fantastic.
The advanced player here, other than Henry, for Arsenal is Fabregas. And here he is. Back again to Thierry Henry! What a goal! The master does it again! That is magnificent!
Eboué. Henry! With a minute to go! The great man produces a great moment for Arsenal.
The number of matches played took a toll on his body, and by the time he left Real Madrid in 2000,
someone that scored goals like I did crossing the ball, that was me. Into the only thing I could. I was petrified of running and
sprinting.
I just knew I was going to tear a muscle, so I was. The worst thing about it all is your instinct says what you've always done all your life. I was bred to be a footballer. Every time he gets the ball there, I know what he's thinking, I know what I'm thinking, and you do it. Worst thing ever is Maka gets the ball, and then I think, oh no, you can't, don't.
spells at Newcastle, Manchester United and Stoke City did little to enhance Owen's reputation before he retired in 2013. Yet for me, it doesn't take away from the player he was for those 4 to 5 special years at Liverpool. Too short of a spell to be an all-time great, but one of the best out-and-out strikers I've seen play in my lifetime.
Again,